for someone you don't know. I don't know if you understand what I'm talking about. Someone you don't know. So he said let him donate the blood, 2 pints of blood, which he donated. And after the donation, he passed away. Hello guys. Yeah, welcome back to our channel. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're watching me from. Yes, guys. Yeah, go. They don't see you today. Yeah. So guys, today I'll be telling us a story about my life. Yeah. / how I met my husband. That sounds interesting, right? Yes, guys. So it all started. This boy, go away from there. I think Vera, you're these children. You want to distract me? Let me just sit down. Yeah. Welcome back. So it all started some time ago. I think 18 years ago. Yeah, my marriage is actually 18 years today. Yes, so I want to share the story about how I met my husband / how God used my husband to save my life. Yes, guys. I know some of you be saying 18 years in marriage. That's young. Like whenever I'm walking on the road with Mira, that's why sometimes I don't really like maybe going and trekking with her, because sometimes whenever I'm walking with her, people will like, is she your sister? Is she your twin? Is she your sister? And you keep saying, she's my daughter, she's not my sister, she's my So guys, it happened 18 years ago when I was a bit younger. I will not say when I was young, when I was a bit younger. So I went to a call center. You know, then this phone of a thing have not been rampant. So I went to a call center because I just gained admission. So I met a guy over there in university, and we were friends, as in friends, close friends. So at the time this guy came up, he was through with his schooling, and he said he was going to travel out, that he wants to go and meet his elder brother over there. His visa was ready and everything, and you know, when he was leaving, he took the number, because this business center is very close to my house. So he took their number there, that he will be calling me. So actually, when he got to the place, he called me. After some days, he called me that he has gotten to the place, you know, and so we started talking. At a time, he called 2 or 3 times, you know. At the time, he stopped calling. And every day, you know, now, young girl now, that just fell in love. So okay. So every day I would just go to that business center, a place they do make call, you pay call, you know. I'll just go there and be waiting to see if he will call me, you know. And I waited and waited. I waited for every day I'll be going there. Keep starving myself. You know, I was so worried what might have happened to him. Why did he stop calling me? If assuming he didn't call me when he got there, it would be different. It would be much better than he called me when he got to the place. We were as in communicating when he got to the place, you know. And after some time, he stopped calling. So I was like, what is going on with this guy? What is the problem? You know, I was so worried. You know, I kept praying, kept going to the place, and a day came. I was in that place. A particular guy came in. So this guy was like, when he saw me, was like, where are you? Baby girl, how are you? I was like, fine, good afternoon. It was like, where are you from? This, what are you doing here? I told him that, I told him the truth. I was like, I came to see if I can receive call from my BF, the he who started discussing, we went into the discussion. He was like, what happened, this, that. I told him. He said, okay, no problem, just keep calling and praying that one day he will call you. When they get to that place, life used to be difficult and all that and all that, but don't worry, he will call you one day, okay? So we exchanged pleasantries. He was like, he asked my name. I gave him. He was like, I'm like a brother. I'm just like an elder brother. Okay, just feel free to relate anything with me. I stay around this place. I stay here. And throughout my years in that place, in that Surulere, I've never seen. I didn't even know someone like him exist in that area. You know how Lagos Street is now. So I didn't know. So he said he have stayed there for like 6 months. He just packed into that place for like 6 months now. I said, okay, no problem. So I was like, every day, when he's coming back from his business, he was like, baby girl, how far? Have you called? This, that. And him has a phone. Then say, if assuming he knows the number, he would have been calling. He would have used the number to call and see if he will pick, I said, okay, no problem. Like, have you been? He had not called. Him too was like worried with me, So I was like, problem. So a day came. We were like, okay, we're like relating. So already I have this brother in the church that my pastor wanted to like make, that he wanted to match us. He wanted us to, because him is a worker in the church, me, I'm a worker in the church. I was a chorister in that church, and him an usher. So this my pastor, my GO, wanted to merge us, because he doesn't want to lose us in the church. So a day came, and like, and this person is somehow, I don't really like the person, but being that my prophet is the one that is trying to put us together, as in to make us, as in to make matches, yes. I was like, okay, since it's from my pastor, maybe he's the real person, but let me just be managing and be praying. Like I told my pastor, I don't love this guy, and he said that there's nothing I can. I should just be praying that God will do something, God will change it, So we kept on going, which I explained to this brother, this other guy that was coming to me. I told him everything about myself. I said, sis, he was asking me, he said, it doesn't mean that you're not into any other relationship that made you to always come to this place and be waiting for this person that is as if he has forgotten you. Doesn't mean that you're not into any other relationship. I told him, I said, I'm into a relationship actually, but it's not as if this brother and sister things, that it's not as if I'm that close with the person, but this person that left was the person I was close with. And it's someone you can share your secret with, someone that can advise you, a friend, a good friend. So I told him the whole thing. He said, okay, no problem, that is good, no problem. So I was like, this is my brother that is so kind, that is so caring, that he will go out, coming back, he will buy something for me. We're living very close, but I didn't even know that this kind of a person exists around, and himself have not even seen me for once, So coming back from his working place, he will get me something. My sister, like, brother, So a day came, we went out. Okay, I met one of my friends. This is my friend, my childhood friend. So I told her, I said, babe, see what's going on. See that guy that we saw that day now, that brother, he's been coming close, he's been buying something for me, this and that. She said, no wahala. We stayed there. One day he now called me and said I should come out somewhere. I told him, I said, my father is so strict, he doesn't like, visit me, come, this, that. My father doesn't like it, he's so strict, he might see you and embarrass you, he can even beat you up. Because then my father will beat, if he dare sees you with any guy talking, he will beat you. After that, what my father does to us, Because we have only one brother and then 3 girls. So my father is always like, you know. So I told him, he said, that you shouldn't be doing that now. But no problem. But I should just try, even if it's 1 hour, I should come out so that we can meet somewhere. I want tantalizer then, you know. And that seems through Larry. So I went there. So he was like, that only you. He started expressing his feelings that he likes me, and that he wants me to be his girlfriend. I was like, brother, you want me to be your girlfriend? I thought you said you're like a brother to me, that we should be discussing. Why will you want me for? What will you want me to? Why will you want me to be your girlfriend? You know? I was like, no, I can't do. And he said, no, it's just friends. He just wants us to be friends and all that. Okay, after much, I said, okay, no problem. That we are friends already. My brother, you're my brother. We are friends already, you know. So we started. We were friends. So a day came. Hey, what happened that day? Okay, he wanted us to go out again. He said I should come and meet him somewhere again at that same tantalizer. That was our meeting point whenever around. So he said I should come and meet him there. So I told my friend, I called my friend, I said, see what's going on. My friend said, you don't know what to do. Why are you behaving as if you don't know anything? Don't you know that this one is good market? We are going to eat. That you're going to eat him. And I said, how are you going to eat him? What are you going to tell him that you will eat him? Now what am I going to do? He said, we're going to drain him. You know how you just don't you know how to put pipe? I should just get big pipe, then put on his body and be sucking him from there. I was like, hey, this is your language, fear me. So guys, as I was telling you guys now, she told me, I said, how do I go about it now? What do I do? What do I say? And she said, tell him you want to do Ashebi now. Just tell him you want to do Ashebi, that you need 5K, you know, and all that. If he gives you the 5K, then up you goes. It should be, she was like, it should be 60-40. I said, no problem. Even if it is 50-50, no problem. Let me just go and tell him and see what it is. So when I got to the place, so I was like, I'm feeling somehow sober. I was like, what's the problem? Why are you like this? If anybody beats you, what's going? And I said, I want to do Ashebi. But the problem is that the Ashebi money. He said that I said the Ashebi money, that I don't know how to get it. So that he said, how much? I said 5,000 naira. He said 5K. I said yes. He said, no problem now. No problem. Don't bother yourself. Just be happy. I will give you the money. I was like, God, see Mugu money spender. I never knew he was going to be my husband. So, you know. So we talked. I was so happy that day. He bought things for me. Then I left. So a day came. I was not feeling fine. So he has not seen me for like some days. So he tried coming to my place. There's no how he can communicate with me because I don't have a phone. And him has a phone, but I don't have a phone. So there's no how he can communicate with me or to me. So I communicate with me, sorry. So he came to the house. I just saw somebody. I was lying on the bed and he came to the house. I was like, oh my God, why did this guy just come to the house? Like, what am I going to tell my dad? My dad went to bait. You know, then we are from, I will not say, we're not rich. We are not rich. Will I say average? I don't know, because we were not poor, you know. So we live in this face me, I slap you apartments in Lagos State. Then that's where we're living. So I was like, God, why will he come? Why will he come? So my dad went to bed and I like pleaded with my mom. Mom was like, who is he? What? So he said he's a friend, that he heard I'm not feeling fine. So he came to see me. Mom said, okay, I'm okay, that you should start going before my father comes in. So he gave me some money and left. So that sickness persisted for like a week again, and he was like, until he said he was like, I can't just stay like that. Let him come. He's a man. So he came to the house Again, the day he came to the house, my mother was like, he doesn't know that they've been treating me, that he doesn't know. My dad has gone back to his working. My dad worked with ABC, this ABC Transport. Said my dad has gone to work again, has gone back to work, so they won't sack him. My mom was like, she doesn't know what to do. They've taken care of me. The nurse have treated me at home, and the same thing is happening to me. I'm always shouting, my tummy, my tummy, my tummy, my tummy. Then this so-called brother that my pastor wanted to make matches don't even care. Him that has the opportunity, or he has the rights or somehow to come to our house anytime he wants to come, because my father actually liked him, you know. For him, he heard I was not feeling fine. It's none of his business. Sometimes he comes, sometimes he'll claim he's busy. Okay. My husband came to the house. My mom told him that look at what's going on. My husband said no, that he can't leave me like this, that you have to take me to the hospital. That he can't leave me like this. That mommy said there's no money to take me to the hospital. That what are they going to do? How will they get the money? That all our business money shall have almost spent it in treating me. So every day I keep shouting my tummy, my tummy. After the treatment, my tummy. That she doesn't know what to do again. My husband now said no, that he can't wait. That he's taking me to the hospital right away. So my mom said okay, no problem. So they dressed me up, you know. My husband he was holding me just for me to come outside our house. I just passed out. Hey, he started shouting. I was in that, I don't know, the way I was then. I was just hearing Jesus. I was just hearing people shouting, and they started pouring water on me. I was saying, my God, it's not my covenant with you. My wife will not die. I was like, you know, that I was just hearing those things. My mother was looking at him. So they poured me water, and I regained consciousness, and immediately they called bike. The bike picked us, went to the hospital. Getting to the hospital, that day was Sunday morning. Getting to the hospital, my dearies, they said that they can't run scan on me, because the people that are running scan, you know, now it's not like now then these ones have their own, this one they said they can't do anything on me, that people that does scan are not around, so they will just admit me till tomorrow, but they'll just be giving me medicine to subside that pain in my tummy. So we're doing that, they were doing that. So my husband had to like tell some of his friends. They came to the hospital to look after me. They've not seen me for the first time, but they just came out to see me. They were like, they came to me, and they left, and one of them called my husband. This particular person I'm talking of is someone that is very close to my husband, as in like a brother to my husband, because they are from the same place. He called my husband and said, guy, you have to run away, leave this girl. Let this girl not die in your hands. If this girl die in your hands, I pity you. If this girl die in your hands, you are in soup. Don't use your head and carry what you don't know. Just leave this girl and move. Leave her and move. Yes, she's beautiful, but my dear, this girl will not survive it. Just leave her and move now that it's early. My husband said no. All of them left him. He said that he can never leave me. That he's going to follow me to the last, no matter what the outcome will be. He said okay, he will follow me. So the next morning they came, they did the scan. They were like, gosh, it has ruptured. That they can't even do the scan there. They were like, oh, what do they do? That's they don't know. Where is the father to come and sign? Already my father was on his way coming back. So they said, where is the father? You know, the father has to sign that it has ruptured. They will do those. So talking of signing now, before my father could get to the place, my husband said, let him sign. Let him sign, you know. So let him sign. Then my mom was like, okay, since my father have not gotten there, let him sign and let them do what they want to do. So they said blood, they will need 2 pints of blood to carry out the operation and all that. Immediately they were saying that my dad arrived. So my father was like, he's not fit enough to donate blood. What are they going to do? And they don't sell blood in that. There's no blood bank in that hospital. What are they going to do? My husband said, let him donate the blood. Jesus Christ. Guys. So my husband said, let him donate the blood, you know. For someone you don't know, I don't know if you understand what I'm talking about. Someone you don't know, So he said let him donate the blood, 2 pints of blood, which he donated. And after the donation, he passed away. And thank God, So he passed away, he fainted. And thank God they were able to revive him back. And after it, Nigerian doctors again, they started with they can't do it, they can't do this one, they now have to refer us to Lutz emergency. So my husband rushed me with that same distance, that his health like that. He rushed me with I passed away again. I was just passing away. I passed away again. According to my mom said, my leg has become cold, that they thought I will not make it. They thought I will not make it. Like I used to say to my children, I used to tell them that your name, names matters a lot. My mother was just calling my name. She was like, she was calling my name in full. She was like, this is the meaning. My name is Chikodinaka. My mother was calling it in full. Your name is Chikodinaka. You're in the hand of God. Nothing will happen to you. My mother was my father. My husband was praying, God is not my covenant with him. And they got to the hospital by the special grace of God. The gown I was even wearing, you can imagine how severe it was. They had to tear my gown. You see, this God is wonderful. They did not even require anything from them. Look, now if you go to this Lagos teaching hospital or general hospitals, when you get to that place, they won't attend to you except you bring anything they require from you. So they just took me in, tore my clothes, the clothes I was wearing, they tore it, and they started the operation immediately before they came to ask them for anything. They started the operation. To God be the glory. Immediately I woke, after the operation, when they were bringing me out from the ward, I was like, where is my husband? They were like, are you married? This small girl, do you know what you're saying? Are you sure you know what you're saying? Are you married? I said, where is my husband? So one of the doctors said, go outside and ask for her husband now. So he went out. Somebody that I just, I said, they just came outside. They came outside. I was like, where is her husband? My parents were looking at themselves. Which husband? Immediately, my husband just answered, I'm the one. I said, she wants to talk to you. That's the only person I remember talking with. He said, she wants to talk to you. So my husband followed them. He was like, thank God you are alive. He was the person that joined them to push me to the ward. So after it, I want us to learn from this story I'm telling now. After it, the so-called person that my pastor matched us, after some days, after 2 days, he came to the hospital. My husband was with me. He was everything. His female ward, men are not allowed to sleep. You don't even sleep with patients there. You just sleep outside. He's always sleeping outside the hospital. Every day in the morning, he will just come in, take care of me and all that. So this guy came after 3 days, not even 2 days. He came. And he was like, he saw my husband standing there. He was like, baby, how are you? Hey, hope you're getting better. Oh, thank God you're alive. Thank God. My husband just excused. He was just looking at my husband like, my husband just excused us and went out. Allowed him to talk. After talking and talking and talking, he now came and sit on the bed that they are not allowed to even sit on. Thank God for one night. The next man said, Mr. Man, please, you are not allowed to sit on the bed. Please, stand up. He now stood. After talking, he left, and my husband came. I was like, whether he would be, I was like, what if my husband would be angry? He was like, he's the one he told me about. But I said, yes. He said, okay, no problem. I know. I said, no problem. I was like, he said, no problem. He still brought something for me, So yeah, he bought some things for me, Maybe if I'm to say, let me say it now. He bought powder, roll-on for me and all that. So after it, after some time, when we came to the house, when we were discharged, my husband called me and said he wanted to see me somewhere. I went to meet him at our meeting point again. Lo and behold, he gave me a necklace and told me to close my eyes, and he brought out the ring. I said, will you marry me? Who go say no for that kind of thing? If now you go say no. No. I just jumped at the offer, even if I know at then I was not really ready for marriage. I was there. I was tender, but not as if I was not able, or I will not be able to manage a home. I grabbed the offer. He's even like he's old. He's 10 years older than me. See, age does not matter. Age is just a number. When you see your real husband, don't look at the age, whether younger or whether older. Grab the opportunity, okay? Just pray and grab the opportunity. That's all. So I didn't look at his age. Already has told me. I said, no problem. I grabbed the offer immediately, because I don't think how many men can do this thing that my husband did. He was there for me. He was there for me. Yes. So from there, he came to my parents again and told them that he brought wine to my father, told him his intention and all that. And my father was like, let me ask him. I told my dad, I said, which question are you asking me again? Which question do you want to ask me again? Answer him. I know I love him. I want to marry him. I want the two of us to live together. He got to go. So my father said, I should calm down. That is tradition. I was like, tradition, Nana Sabi. So that was how we did, and after much, that is how me and my husband got married. The traditional marriage was done, and the white wedding was done, and we got married 18 years ago. My husband doesn't like showing his face on camera. I would have told him to show his face, though he's not around now, but he doesn't like showing his face on camera. Reason best not to him. So I have to respect that his policy. So by the special grace of God, we've been there together 18 years in marriage, and still counting by the special grace of God. So whenever you meet your rightful man, my dearies, grab him. Don't look at age, don't look at maybe it doesn't have money, now it doesn't Your future will tell. Okay? So guys, this is where I'll be stopping for today. I still have more stories connecting to this, how me and my husband met. More stories to tell. Okay? So guys, if you find this useful and helpful, don't forget to click on that red subscribe button. Subscribe to this channel. Please subscribe. Help us subscribe, okay? Subscribe to this channel. Like my videos. And this camera succeeded in embarrassing me. Anyways, guys, please don't forget to press the red subscribe button to subscribe to this family. Like my videos, share my videos, and hit on that bell icon and select all, so that whenever I upload a new and exciting video, you will get it. Bye.